welcome back to CJ's Kitchen. I am extra excited today. This is, I know I've done several Canada tasting videos lately, but this one's kind of extra special. This package was sent to me. Look how massive this package is. This was sent to me by another YouTuber, Bernadette. So thank you Bernadette for sending this to me. Her channel is Bernadette's Post, and I'll be sure to post the links below so that you can check it out, or maybe up here in the card. We decided to do an exchange. So the other day, the package that she sent me came in. Hers is still en route. I just mailed it out earlier this week. She got the jump on me. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you. So Bernadette was so sweet. She actually went and watched all of my Canadian tasting videos so that she could be sure to send me stuff that I hadn't already had. And so I know this is going to be full of really good stuff. And then be sure to keep an eye on her channel because, like I say, I sent her a package too. And I sent her things that are unique to Washington State. And then I also sent her a few things that some Canadian friends that I know through the gaming community suggested. So anyway, keep an eye on her channel because I'm sure that will be turning up. Oh my gosh, there is so much here. Oh, and there's a note, which, Bernadette, I'm so sorry. I was gonna put a note in yours and I got so excited about getting it out the door. I was at work and the postal carrier, the mail carrier, was coming to pick up a bunch of packages that were work related, and I want to make sure it went out with them, and I just forgot to do the note. So I will shoot you an email or something about what's in here. But anyway, she sent me a nice little note, and she says there's some Vachon brand cakes and pastries, caramel, passion, flaky caramel, as well as Jolie. Oh, I pronounced it right. Her favorite out of the three is the passion flaky. Oh, so this should be fun. There's some peanut butter. There's some celebration milk chocolate cookies. Kinder Surprise eggs. Oh, which I've heard of and never got to have. She said it was hard to find crushed cream soda, but she did. Oh, so there's some soda in here. So anyway, I'm not going to read this whole thing right this minute. I've already probably spent too much time on that, but I am going to just pull out what's in here. So we have these lovely Vachon caramels that she mentioned in her note. I'm gonna just pull these all out and then I'll open them up and get into them. So passion flaky. Oh my gosh, these are huge boxes. We're gonna be eating for days. Of course, my husband never objects to having goodies, so Jolie kind of thing. So that'll be fun to check out. Here are the Celebration Chocolat. These are, I've seen, there's a brand of cookies very similar to this that I've seen here in the US. Or a type of cookie, I should say. We'll get to that in a minute. There's some bubble wrap things, so I'll get to those. Ooh, Crispers. And this time they are sour cream and onion. I'm really excited to try these. I'm excited to try it all. Who am I kidding? Oh. Oops, I dented it. There's the Kinder Surprise egg. Camera's kind of far from me because I had to set it up so that I had room for this massive box. And then here's a smaller, uh-oh, this one had a little damage in shipping, but that's okay. Anyway, here's a smaller Kinder egg. Kinder? Do correct me, folks, if you know the correct pronunciation, let me know. Here's a little bundle of goodies. This candy bar is called Mr. Big. Oh my gosh. Here's a Caramilk. So we have Caramello here. This is Cadbury. We have the Cadbury Caramello. This says it's Caramilk. So it'll be interesting. It looks like they're very similar. So I don't know if it's just a different labeling here in the US or if they're really different. I remember having caramello when I was in New Zealand when I was in high school too. I went to New Zealand for a few weeks and I got to have caramello bars there for the first time, and we didn't have them in the US yet. So I was really excited when we did. These are glacette raisins, and it looks like they are like Raisinets. It looks like they're chocolate covered raisins. She sent me 2 boxes of those. My gosh, so generous. What a sweetie. Okay, let's get into this. Oh, this popped open. I really hope that the shipping isn't too hard on the things I sent you, because I also sent you chips, and I see that this got popped open in shipment, and so did one of the Kinder eggs. But anyway, this says these are poutine chips. I've never had poutine, and I've been dying to have it, so this will be cool. It'll be fun to try something that's poutine flavored. Okay, so I think, so that brings me, this must be the soda. Oh, and the peanut butter is in here. So I know from watching, I did watch your 50 Things About You video, Bernadette. So I know that you don't drink soda, and I noticed that you always have water when you're doing your videos. So anyway, here's the crush, and I'm really surprised to see that it's a pink or red soda, because I associate cream soda with those cream colored sodas. So it'll be interesting to see what this tastes like. If it's like a flavor that's creamy, like an orange cream, or if it's something else. And here's the peanut butter. Cute packaging. It's got little teddy bears, and this is smooth, all natural Kraft peanut butter. So Kraft, what's with you? How come you don't do this in the States? Oh my gosh, where to begin? So like I said, I'm going to start with the soda. So it says it's Crush Cream Soda, and it is very pink. Oh, but it smells like typical cream soda. And you know, we can get crushed soda here, but I've never seen a cream version. I've seen orange crush, grape crush. I've never seen a cream soda version of it, so that's interesting. Folks here in the States, if you've ever seen cream soda from Crush, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about that. Yeah, it smells like typical cream soda. Let's give it a taste. Salute. So I'm not usually a fan of cream sodas. They've never been one of my favorites, but this actually tastes kind of vanilla-y. It has just enough sweetness and just enough cream that it almost tastes like, actually it almost tastes like whipped cream form of soda, almost like Cool Whip would taste. And that's really interesting. That's not what I associate cream soda as tasting like. So the great thing is now I have a beverage to have as I try more stuff. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm surprised I like it. I kind of expected not to like it. So, gosh, there's a lot of candy. There's a lot of, I guess I'm going to dig in. Actually, I'm going to go with this Passion Flaky that Bernadette said is her favorite. This says it's caramel. So it looks like it's a caramel pastry with a cream and caramel filling. All right, we'll just open that up. So yeah, it looks like a puff pastry, which with the name being Flakies, I guess that's fitting. All I can smell is pastry, so it's got a little bit of a sugary topping on it. It's nicely golden brown. There's a creamy filling of some sort in there along with the caramel. I didn't really get into that yet though. I mostly just got pastry. There's a big air bubble. I can see why Bernadette likes this. It's really creamy inside. The cream actually kind of tastes like whipped cream. Since it's a packaged product, I'm going to assume that's actually not what it is. But it has a really nice whipped creamy taste to it. And then you have the caramel. And it's not overpoweringly sweet. I feel like I still haven't gotten a bite of the caramel itself. So I'm going to try one more time. The cream part reminds me of the filling that you'd find in like a Twinkie or a Ding Dong. It's got that airy kind of whipped cream flavor with the shelf stability of whatever it is that they put in there. It's really nice. The caramel is very, very subtle. And so it just kind of adds to the overall butteriness. I'm going to go with the Kinder Egg next. I've heard of these so many times. It's already separated and you can see the Toy Surprise inside. So it says it's milk chocolate with a milky lining and surprise toy. So it's super light. The chocolate is lovely and creamy though. Very, very nice. Yummy. Oh, there we go. You just squeeze it and open it up. And inside, so apparently they don't sell these in the US because they are a choking hazard, which I guess I can see why they would say that, because this is a very tiny toy. And this one's a little motorcycle. This reminds me of the toys that used to come in cereal packages and whatnot back in the day when I was a kid. So now let's move on to the bigger Kinder Egg. So I gracefully poked a hole in it, opening it up, getting it out of the package. It's a little warm here in the house because we have the wood stove going, so I think that was a little detrimental to the chocolate. But look at this. You can see right into where the toy is. And it's molded chocolate. It's in 2 pieces. I'm just going to break a piece off of the end. It's the same chocolate. It's got the milk chocolate with the milky coating. Yeah, and it tastes exactly the same. Those are super fun. I can see, why they'd be popular. I'd certainly put those in kids' stockings or Easter baskets or something like that. All right, I'm going to go to something savory. So these are crispers. I had the all-dressed crispers in the package of goodies that came from my coworker, and they were really good. I really liked them a lot. So these are sour cream and onion, which happens to be a flavor that I like in chips and things anyway. And it smells really good. It smells like sour cream and onion chips would. It's just a small cracker. Let's give that a try. Manja. I have to say that these have a really perfect name because this is exactly what they are. They are very crispy. They're really nice, light crackers, and they're perfect for snacking on as opposed to the kind of crackers that you would top with something. These don't need any topping. I mean, you could top them if you want to, but But if you're looking for something that's not a potato chip and not, I'm assuming that these are baked. It does say baked snacks right on it. So if you're looking for something that's not deep fried that has that satisfaction of eating a chip, these are perfect. They have that nice crunch and the flavor's really good. Oh, yummy. Those are a winner for sure. I'm torn between cookies or candy. So I think we'll go to Celebration milk chocolate butter cookies. So I can, somebody can help me out with what the cookies are. I want to say they're Le Petit Écolier or something, but they have like little boy, like a little soldier or something on them. Super cute, and they are very similar, same shape, same idea with chocolate on them. And so I'm curious to know if they're pretty much the same flavor. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And the cookie is cut in a nice scallop shape. And it's, like I said, a butter cookie. I believe it's also, yeah, and it's milk chocolate, so. So that's exactly what it is. It's a lovely butter cookie. It's nice and crisp. The cookie itself isn't very sweet. And then you've got the milk chocolate on there, which brings the sweetness in. The cookie has a really nice snap to it. And it makes me think of the Asian Snacks Pocky. It's very similar to that cookie stick that's in there. It's a really similar texture. It has that same snap and mouthfeel to it. Really, really, really lovely. These are definitely a cookie that you want to have a glass of milk or some coffee or tea with. They're perfect for that. Even a glass of wine would be nice. If you could find a wine that goes well with milk chocolate, I think that would be lovely. And I'm going to dig right into this Joe Louis original. Oh, it says it's an irresistible combination of sponge cake and creamy filling coated in a delicious chocolate layer. You know what this is like? Is a ding dong. It's like a Hostess ding dong. I bet it's a lot like that. So let's see if, and there's the cake inside. So I'm gonna leave this in the packaging, try to leave it with the packaging around it because it is falling apart really bad. I can see how moist and spongy the cake part is. I'm gonna bite into this. And it is very similar to a ding dong in execution, but it's actually a much moister cake. It's more like if you made the cake yourself at home. Super soft, pretty sweet, but not overly so. And again, coffee, tea, milk, it just screams for that. Yummy. All right, so up next is this caramel, depending on how you like to pronounce it. So this one says that it's a perfect sweet treat, a delicious cake with a chocolatey coating, overflowing with smooth caramel surrounded by a creamy filling. So this is what it looks like. It's a little square. It's got this interesting round bit on top, which is apparently where the creamy filling and the caramel are. Let's give that a taste. This is downright decadent. The cake has this lovely sponge to it. It's kind of dense and spongy, and then the caramel is just set up enough it doesn't like come running out, so it's there when you bite into it, and then it has that same lovely cream filling that the Joe Louis cake had. Yum. Wow. So I'm already starting to feel like my gut's busted. I'm getting so full. So put this aside. I'm gonna move on to the chips. And I've got them upside down because they popped open in shipment. So again, I'm sure that they were not open when Bernadette put them in the package, so I'm not gonna freak out about it. So please no comments about that. Yeah. Anyway, it says it's recreating the mouth-watering flavors of a diner favorite, fries with brown gravy and cheese curds. These crunchy rippled chips are a great take on a Quebecois classic. So, Quebecois, is that what you're called if you're from Quebec? You're not a Quebecian or a... Anyway. See if you can peek inside there. They do kind of smell like gravy. And here's the chips. It's a ruffled chip. It reminds me of a wavy lay as far as the thickness and style of the ridges. And it's got a nice coating of seasoning on it. These are delicious. So I've never had poutine, so it's really hard to say whether it tastes like poutine or not. I'm getting some of the seasonings in there. There's some pepper. It definitely has kind of a gravy flavor to it with a tanginess that is probably from the cheese. In spite of the fact that these opened in shipment, this package actually got here pretty quick. They're still nice and crispy. They're not a kettle style crisp, so they're not that extra hard crisp, which I also like. But they're just really good. Yeah. There's definitely a brown gravy element to the flavor. It complements really nicely with the potato. And then I'm getting a hit of pepper at the end. And when I say pepper, black pepper, like you would season your gravy with. Very nice. All right, so next up, I'm going to get into these chocolate-covered raisins. Glacette. And these are just little chocolate covered raisins. They look like that. So it's milk chocolate. The raisins are nice and plump and juicy inside. And then you have that coating of milk chocolate. If you like raisins and you've never had these, you need to try them. They are definitely really good. These are, I think, better than some of the ones I've had here in the States. It just tastes really clean. All the flavors are really clean. Like I say, the raisins are juicy. Yeah, they're not super dried out. They're kind of plump. And then the chocolate is really smooth, not overly sweet, and it just creates a really lovely marriage. Very nice. Yeah, these are really good. I'm really glad you sent me an extra box because I definitely will share these. And they'll be great for like movie night or something. So we just finished watching. What are you folks watching, by the way? Are anybody watching anything in particular, Netflix or on TV? We just finished watching the second season of Stranger Things. We finished last night, and I enjoyed it so much. So I have to say that show is just creepy enough that I would not want to watch it by myself. So I'm really glad that my husband watched it with me. Anyway, I wouldn't have minded having these with that, but we are done with it now. So anyway, okay. I think I'm going to get into this bar next. So this is Mr. Big. And I see, so there's Krispies or something, and it looks like nougat or cream, and then It looks like there's some caramel and chocolate. So this is by Cadbury. I think Cadbury is to other countries what Hershey's and Nestle are here. Or maybe even M&M Mars. I don't know, you guys. What do you think is our biggest candy? I'm asking you a lot of questions today, aren't I? Well, I really hope you'll answer some of them because I really love hearing from you. And I've got some really great comments lately, and I've really appreciated that. So here we go. Here's the bar. I feel like I think I've had something really similar before. I'm going to cut a piece off of it. And there we go. We can see inside. Yeah. I think that's like a puffed rice. And then there's, I think that is nougat and caramel. Okay, people, help me out. Tell me what's in this because yeah, it really doesn't say anywhere. It's very sweet. So, in all honesty, this isn't one I would eat real often, but I do like that crunch and that texture that's added. Those puffed rice or whatever that is adds that wafer texture. So not last, but almost last, is this caramel bar, which I'm curious about. And well, I didn't do that very gracefully. There's the bar. I'll show that. So they're in lovely little sections. I'm going to just break off one. And there's the caramel. So the caramel is really loose. It doesn't quite flow like it has in the caramel when I've had it. I mean, that thing almost makes a mess. This stays with the bar. Maybe in really hot temperatures it wouldn't, but anyway. It's really nice. Very smooth, definitely milk chocolate. Really sweet. I definitely recommend coffee or tea or something with it, as always. But nice. Really good. So, almost done here. So I just want to say thanks once again to Bernadette for sharing all these goodies with me. This is the peanut butter from Kraft. And it says you need to stir and refrigerate after opening. So I'm just going to get in here and then I can see what I need. I'm going to want some, oh yeah, it's really liquidy inside. If you've ever had Adam's peanut butter, that's what this reminds me of. So I'm not going to be able to tip this to the camera. So let's see. There we go. You can see how drippy that is. So yeah, it's really separated. And so I'm going to go grab a knife, and I think I must have a cracker or something here somewhere that we can. So when I was a kid, we used to keep Adam's peanut butter in the house a lot. I had an aunt who we spent weeks at their house in the summer playing with my cousins and just, you know, they lived on the beach. They had private beach, and we could go down and like swim and mess around on the beach. Of course, the water was really cold, but we were kids, so we didn't care. Anyway, they always had Adam's peanut butter. So if anybody remembers that, it's the same thing. It's a natural peanut butter. Because it's natural, it doesn't have a lot of stuff added to it. The oil separates from the nut butter. Nuts are very oily, so this isn't, you know, that they're adding a ton of oil to it. It's just the way nuts are. And so you have to give it a really good stir. Anyway, my aunt always had that in the house. It was the only peanut butter she would buy. And sometimes they had the crunchy, sometimes they had the creamy, but you know, we'd always have pancakes at their house, and we learned a habit from them of having pancakes with peanut butter and syrup. And that was always really good. Anyway, I still to this day like Adam's peanut butter, and I love the idea that it's just peanuts and that there's not a bunch of other stuff in there. So this is pretty cool. So for people who think this is a pain and have never bought it because they don't want to deal with this, really give it a try, because it's really very good peanut butter. It has a really good peanutty taste, and you know what's in it. So I'm having a hard time getting it mixed though. It's very heavy. Let's start with a cracker, because that's usually how I have peanut butter. And I really like peanut butter just like on saltines. I always have. So this is still pretty separated. This is a little different than Adam's, how Adam's is when it separates. It's more clearly the oil and you're just stirring the oil in. This is almost like it doesn't have a distinction. It's more like liquidy peanut butter versus the thicker bits, but manja. Yeah. So guys, yeah, this is really good. And this is literally, yeah, 100% select slow roasted peanuts. That's literally all there is. Believe it or not, I noticed that it is, there's no saltiness to it. And so I had to take a peek at the nutritional information, and there is no salt in this. There are 0 grams of sodium. So it is a little lacking salt, that saltiness, but if you know, we don't need that really. And what you're left with is just pure peanut flavor. This is lovely. This would be wonderful for baking with, where you're adding typically salt and things anyway for peanut butter cookies and things. But also if you have kids or you're just trying to be healthier yourself, this is a great way to go. Craft, get with the program, and market this here in the States, because this is good. I really like it. So this is awesome. I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it. Totally worth the refrigeration, worth the stirring. It's amazing. So out of all these goodies, gosh, I don't know what to pick for a favorite. I think I'm gonna pick 2 favorites. So out of the sweets, well, I mean, the peanut butter's just in another whole ballpark. So I mean, it goes without saying that this is awesome, and I'm gonna look forward to having this. I am not a big peanut butter eater. I'm gonna love this though. This is really good. So, but out of the sweets, I think the Passion Flakies, these guys are my favorite, I think, of the sweets. And I think my husband's gonna enjoy these too. We'll see. Sometimes I think he's gonna like something and he doesn't. And then I have to admit that I really can't, I don't think I can choose between these. You guys, I love chips and crackers and salty, crunchy snacks. These are both like right up my alley. I guess if I had to pick one, this one would be the top winner, but I really don't want to be forced to choose because I like them both so much. So what are your favorites? Have you guys had these goodies? These are yet more goodies from Canada. What do you like to bring back across the border if you get there, or take with you, or what do you ask people to bring you? So lots of questions for you today. I'd love to hear your answers. Don't forget to follow me on social medias. I've got all of those posted at the end of this video. And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as Google+. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time when I see you here in my kitchen, ciao!